As the first rays of dawn spill across the endless savannah, Africa awakens in a symphony of color and life. The horizon blazes with gold and crimson, illuminating a land sculpted by time and the relentless forces of nature. Here, the parched sands of the Kalahari dissolve into the rolling, sun-drenched grasslands of the Serengeti, where the earth itself seems to breathe beneath the weight of migrating herds. Ancient rivers, their courses etched over millennia, wind through the wilderness, nourishing pockets of green in a world otherwise ruled by drought and dust. In the Okavango Delta, labyrinthine channels snake through dense reeds, providing sanctuary for elusive antelope and stealthy crocodiles. Far to the north, wildebeest surge across the Mara River, braving swirling currents and lurking jaws in a desperate bid for survival. Each day, the plains pulse with movement. Zebra and gazelle graze in cautious harmony, while predators prowl the periphery, their senses tuned to the faintest sign of weakness. Life here is stripped to its essence. Every hunt, every chase, every fleeting moment of rest is a testament to the raw, unfiltered struggle that defines existence in this untamed realm. From the delicate dance of a dung beetle rolling its prize across the dust, to the thunderous march of elephants forging ancient trails, every creature is bound by the same unyielding laws. The rules are stark and absolute: secure nourishment, find water, evade the ever-watchful eyes of predators, and ensure the survival of your lineage against impossible odds. In this arena, victory is measured in heartbeats. A single misstep can mean the difference between life and death, as predator and prey engage in a relentless contest of speed, strength, and cunning. To endure, Africa's inhabitants have evolved a dazzling array of adaptations: camouflage that melts them into the landscape, senses that pierce the darkness, and bodies honed for survival in extremes of heat and scarcity. The cheetah, a blur of muscle and sinew, explodes across the plains in pursuit of fleeting prey, while the elephant, a living titan, bends trees to its will, shaping the very environment it inhabits. Wild dogs orchestrate hunts with military precision, their unity a force multiplier, while elephant herds encircle their calves, forming a living shield against lurking threats. Across the savannah, lions stalk the shadows, their golden eyes fixed on the vulnerable, while herds of gazelle weave and scatter, each movement a calculated gamble in the deadly ballet of predator and prey. This is nature, at its most elemental, where the rising sun reveals both the beauty and brutality of the wild, and every creature is both hunter and hunted. Over countless generations, evolution has sculpted sinew, bone, and instinct into tools of survival: claws that grip, eyes that see in the dark, and muscles that unleash explosive power in a heartbeat. The cheetah's spine flexes like a coiled spring, its lungs gulping air as it reaches speeds unmatched by any other land animal, each stride a marvel of biological engineering. Within the pride, lions nurture bonds through grooming and play, their social structure a fortress as formidable as their claws, ensuring the pride's survival through unity and cooperation. Buffalo herds form living barricades, their horns interlocked in a wall of defiance, ready to repel even the most determined attackers. In a heartbeat, tranquility shatters, a predator lunges, and the herd erupts in a storm of hooves and dust, each animal's fate hanging by a thread. Every adaptation, every behavior, is a chapter in the ongoing saga of survival, each species carving out its place in a world where only the most resilient endure. Our journey will sweep across these vast and varied landscapes, from the shimmering heat of the savannah to the cool shadows of riverine forests, revealing the intricate tapestry of life that thrives here. We will witness giraffes stretching impossibly long necks to pluck leaves beyond the reach of rivals, and crocodiles lying in silent ambush, masters of patience and surprise. During the dry season, the land cracks and thirst deepens. Herds risk everything to cross treacherous rivers, where danger lurks beneath the surface, and only the strongest survive. In the tall grass, predators melt into the shadows, their patience rewarded by the unwary, while herds remain ever vigilant, senses sharpened by generations of peril. Life and death are inseparable here. A newborn's first breath is shadowed by danger, yet every birth is a triumph, a new player in the eternal drama of survival. Join us as we delve into the heart of savage Africa, where every moment is a battle, every adaptation a masterpiece, and every life a testament to the enduring spirit of the wild. In the blistering heat of the Kalahari desert, a solitary figure moves with silent purpose. The cheetah, nature's ultimate sprinter, prowls the sun-baked plains, its golden coat blending seamlessly with the tawny grasses. This magnificent cat is the fastest land mammal on Earth, capable of reaching speeds that defy belief. But speed alone is not its only weapon. Every muscle, every sinew is honed for the hunt. Its slender frame, deep chest, and elongated limbs are the result of millions of years of evolution, all converging on a single purpose: to close the gap between predator and prey in a matter of heartbeats. The cheetah's flexible spine acts as a living spring, stretching and contracting with each stride, propelling it forward in a blur of motion. Its semi-retractable claws dig into the earth like cleats, providing unmatched traction as it accelerates. In a single explosive burst, the cheetah can surge from a standstill to over 60 miles per hour in less than 4 seconds, faster than most sports cars. Its long, muscular tail acts as a counterbalance, swinging with precision to steer the cheetah through razor-sharp turns as it anticipates every move of its quarry. But this extraordinary speed comes at a steep price. The cheetah's lightweight build sacrifices strength for velocity, leaving it vulnerable to larger predators and unable to defend its kills. After a sprint, its body overheats rapidly. The cheetah is a sprinter, not a marathon runner, and must rest in the shade, gasping for breath as its body temperature returns to safe levels. It can only maintain its top speed for 20 to 30 seconds before exhaustion threatens its very survival. If the hunt drags on, the cheetah must abandon the chase, risking starvation or even collapse from heat stroke. Each hunt is a high-stakes gamble, demanding perfect timing and flawless execution. The cheetah's hunting technique is a masterclass in stealth and patience. It stalks low through the grass, using every contour of the land for cover, inching closer to its target with calculated precision. A single misstep, a moment's hesitation, and the opportunity is lost. Energy wasted, and the risk of injury or exposure to rivals increases. In the open grasslands, the cheetah faces formidable prey like the oryx, a powerful antelope with lethal horns. The oryx's horns, nearly 3 feet long, are both shield and sword, ready to defend against any attack. While it cannot match the cheetah's speed, the oryx is built for endurance, able to outlast its pursuer in the relentless desert heat. Its unique network of blood vessels cools its brain, allowing it to remain alert and active even in the harshest midday sun. When the moment comes, the cheetah explodes into action, but the oryx's head start and stamina make the chase a desperate contest. The landscape becomes a blur of dust and muscle, predator and prey locked in a deadly race. But the oryx's endurance prevails, and the cheetah's sprint ends in defeat. Exhausted and overheated, the cheetah collapses. Forced to recover before it can try again, the disappointment is palpable, but failure is a constant companion in the life of a cheetah. Even with its unmatched speed, the cheetah succeeds in only about half of its hunts. Each attempt is a test of skill, endurance, and luck. Prey animals are far from helpless. Their vigilance, group tactics, and physical defenses make every hunt a challenge. The oryx's horns, its keen senses, and its ability to withstand heat make it a formidable adversary. In this world, every advantage is met with a counter, every adaptation a challenge. The cheetah's life is a constant struggle, not just against its prey, but against rival predators, harsh climates, and the ever-present threat of starvation. It is a solitary hunter, but sometimes mothers with cubs form small family groups, teaching their young the art of the chase and the delicate balance of survival. In the savage landscape of Africa, only the most adaptable, the most cunning, and the most resilient can hope to endure. As dawn breaks over the endless Serengeti, golden light spills across the plains, revealing the domain of Africa's most iconic predator, the lion. The lion is unique among big cats, not only for its regal mane, but for its remarkable social structure. Here, in the heart of the savannah, lions form tightly knit family units known as prides, a rarity in the feline world. Unlike the solitary cheetah or leopard, lions thrive through cooperation. Their strength lies in numbers, and their ability to coordinate is unmatched among predators of these grasslands. A pride can consist of just a handful of individuals or swell to over 30, with a core of related females, their offspring, and a coalition of dominant males. Each member has a role, and the bonds between them are forged through grooming, play, and shared responsibility. The lionesses are the pride's primary hunters, working in perfect synchrony. Their hunts are not random chases, but carefully orchestrated ambushes, each lioness reading the subtle cues of her sisters. When the pride targets formidable prey like the towering giraffe or the muscular Cape buffalo, the hunt becomes a test of strategy and courage. Lionesses fan out, some circling wide to cut off escape, others lying in wait, hidden by the tall grass. Success means a feast for all. The pride gathers at the kill, their cooperation rewarded with enough food to sustain even the youngest cubs and the oldest matriarchs. Within the pride, a complex hierarchy governs every interaction. Lionesses form the stable core, while males may come and go, their tenure determined by strength and alliances. The females, lighter and more agile, move with silent precision. Their senses are finely tuned, ears flicking at the faintest rustle, eyes locked on distant herds. As they stalk, the lionesses communicate through subtle glances and tail flicks, fanning out to encircle their quarry. Some drive the prey forward, while others wait in ambush, ready to spring the trap. This silent language, body postures, eye contact, and even the twitch of a whisker ensures flawless coordination. Each lioness knows her place in the unfolding drama. The pride's males, with their imposing manes, serve as guardians. They patrol the boundaries, their presence a deterrent to rival males and opportunistic predators like hyenas. A male's roar, deep and resonant, echoes for miles, a declaration of dominance and a warning to intruders. It is both a rallying call for the pride and a challenge to all who would threaten their reign. Between hunts, the pride rests in the shade, reinforcing bonds through grooming and gentle play. These moments of peace are vital, allowing wounds to heal and energy to be restored. But life here is fraught with danger. A single misstep, a buffalo's horn, a zebra's kick, can leave a lioness injured, her ability to hunt diminished. When a key hunter is lost or weakened, the pride's efficiency falters. Exhaustion and hunger soon follow, testing the resilience of every member. The youngest suffer most. Cubs, still growing and learning, are especially vulnerable during lean times, their survival hanging in the balance. Every hunt is a gamble. The pride must weigh the risks, injury, exhaustion, even death, against the promise of a meal. Their interdependence means that the fate of one is the fate of all. For the cubs, each day is a lesson. They watch the adults with wide eyes, absorbing the tactics and teamwork that will one day be their own. Through play, they mimic the stalk and pounce, honing their skills in mock battles. As they grow, they join the adults, first as observers, then as participants in the hunt. Failure is frequent, but each mistake is a lesson etched in memory. The path to mastery is long and unforgiving. By watching, imitating, and repeating, the cubs gradually acquire the skills they need. The pride's patience ensures that knowledge is passed down, generation after generation, In this kingdom of grass, the pride's unity is its greatest strength. Through cooperation, learning, and unwavering loyalty, the lions of the Serengeti endure, apex predators bound by blood and survival, shaping the fate of all who share these wild plains. If the lion is the king of predators, then the African buffalo is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the plains, an animal whose very presence commands respect from every creature that shares its domain. A mature bull can weigh nearly 2,000 pounds, its body a formidable mass of muscle, sinew, and raw determination. Every movement radiates power, and even the slightest agitation can unleash a storm of aggression. The buffalo's most iconic feature is its massive set of horns which sweep outward and downward before curving up, fusing at the base into a thick, solid bone shield called a boss. This natural armor is not just for show. It is a critical adaptation for both defense and dominance. When threatened, the buffalo lowers its head, transforming into a living, battering ram. The boss absorbs and deflects blows, making the animal's skull virtually impenetrable to all but the most determined attackers. A single enraged buffalo is among the most dangerous animals in Africa, capable of charging with astonishing speed and force. Yet the true strength of the African buffalo lies not in individual might, but in the collective power of the herd. These animals are deeply social, forming tight-knit groups that can number in the hundreds, each member bound by an unspoken code of mutual protection. When danger looms, especially from a pride of lions, the herd does not panic. Instead, they stand their ground, a wall of muscle and resolve, refusing to yield to fear. In a display of remarkable coordination, the buffaloes shift seamlessly into a defensive formation, each animal instinctively knowing its place in the collective shield. The herd closes ranks, forming a dense circle or an impenetrable wall, their bodies pressed tightly together. This living fortress is designed to repel even the most determined predators. The strongest adults take up positions on the perimeter, their massive horns angled outward, ready to confront any threat head-on. Their formidable horns interlock and overlap, creating a nearly unbreakable barrier, a living rampart of bone and muscle that few predators dare to challenge. At the heart of this formation, the youngest and most vulnerable calves are sheltered, surrounded on all sides by vigilant adults. Here, they are shielded from claws and fangs, their safety ensured by the herd's unwavering vigilance. This collective defense is so effective that even the largest lion prides hesitate to attack a healthy, organized buffalo herd. The risk of injury or death is simply too great. Lions, ever the strategists, watch from a distance, weighing their options. They know that a direct assault could end in disaster. A single miscalculation, a poorly timed attack or a misjudged charge, can result in a fatal goring or a bone-shattering blow from a buffalo's horns. Even a single kick from a buffalo's powerful legs can cripple a lioness for life, threatening the survival of her entire pride. For this reason, lions rarely confront the herd directly. Instead, they bide their time, searching for any sign of weakness. The predators circle the herd, eyes scanning for an individual that lags behind or shows signs of injury or age. It is these isolated or weakened buffaloes that become the focus of the lion's relentless attention. The herd's unity is its greatest defense, but any break in that unity can be fatal for the vulnerable. The lion's strategy is to isolate a single target, using teamwork and patience to separate it from the safety of the group before launching their attack. This ongoing contest is a battle of intelligence, strength, and endurance, a daily drama played out on the African plains. The buffalo herd moves as a single, unified entity, each member alert to the slightest sign of danger, each ready to defend the group at a moment's notice. Meanwhile, the lions communicate silently, coordinating their movements, waiting for the perfect opportunity to exploit any weakness in the herd's defenses. This tense standoff is a defining feature of life on the savannah, a constant test of survival, where only the most vigilant and united can hope to endure. The buffalo's strength in unity is a powerful testament to the effectiveness of cooperation in the wild. Their solidarity is not just a strategy, it is a way of life, forged by generations of survival against relentless predators. Within the protective wall of the herd, calves grow and thrive, living proof that in the heart of Africa, survival belongs to those who stand together. Across the vast, sun-baked plains of Africa, herds of zebras thunder forward in a breathtaking display of unity and power. Their hooves drum a steady rhythm into the earth, sending up swirling clouds of dust that shimmer in the golden light. The zebra, with its unmistakable silhouette, is a living icon of the savannah, instantly recognizable, yet full of secrets. Its most extraordinary feature is its coat, a mesmerizing tapestry of black and white stripes, each animal adorned with a pattern as unique as a fingerprint. For generations, scientists and observers have puzzled over the purpose of these stripes. Are they a clever camouflage, breaking up the zebra's outline among the tall grasses and dappled shadows? Or do they serve another function, perhaps helping the animal regulate its body temperature beneath the relentless African sun? The prevailing theory, however, is that these stripes are a masterstroke of evolutionary defense, transforming the herd into a living illusion. Alone, a zebra is conspicuous, its stripes stark against the open plain. But when zebras move together, their stripes merge into a dazzling, ever-shifting spectacle that confounds the eye. For a predator lurking in the grass, this swirling mass of stripes is a nightmare. The lines blur, making it nearly impossible to focus on a single target or judge its speed and direction. This phenomenon, known as the dazzle effect, is a visual trick that disrupts a predator's depth perception and timing. Lions and hyenas, skilled hunters, must lock onto a single animal to launch a successful attack. But the zebra's stripes create a moving puzzle, making it difficult to isolate one from the herd. As the herd surges forward, the stripes blend and flicker, creating a hypnotic wave of motion that can cause even the most experienced predator to hesitate. In that crucial moment of confusion, a predator may misjudge its leap, striking empty air as the zebra darts away. This split-second advantage can mean the difference between life and death, allowing the zebra to escape with astonishing agility. Each zebra's stripes are distinct, a visual signature that not only confuses predators but also helps herd members recognize one another in the chaos. Mothers and foals, stallions and mares, all can identify each other by their unique patterns, strengthening social bonds within the group. This blend of individuality and collective movement is a triumph of natural engineering, turning the herd into a single, formidable entity. What appears to be a bold, conspicuous coat is, in reality, a shield, an evolutionary masterpiece that protects both the individual and the group. Yet zebras are far from defenseless. When threatened, they reveal another secret weapon: raw strength and explosive power. Built for speed and endurance, a zebra can outrun many predators, and its muscular frame is capable of delivering devastating blows. A mature stallion, weighing over 660 pounds, is a force to be reckoned with. Armed with powerful jaws and a kick strong enough to shatter bone, the zebra can inflict serious injury on any attacker. A single, well-placed kick to a predator's skull can be fatal, turning the tables in an instant. Zebra society is built on tight-knit family groups, each led by a dominant stallion who guards his mares and foals with unwavering vigilance. The stallion leads with authority, but when danger looms, he takes up the rear, placing himself between his family and the threat. This selfless act ensures the most vulnerable are shielded, while he stands ready to confront any pursuer. With ears pinned back and hooves poised, the stallion will face down even the most fearsome adversary. His courage and determination are legendary, a testament to the zebra's fierce devotion to its kin. The herd's social structure is another layer of defense. By clustering tightly together, zebras create a wall of vigilance and strength. Dozens of eyes and ears scan the landscape, each animal alert to the slightest movement or sound. While some graze, others stand sentinel, ready to sound the alarm at the first hint of danger. Their constant vigilance means that predators rarely catch the herd off guard. At the slightest sign of threat, a zebra will snap to attention, muscles tensed and senses heightened. A piercing bray rings out, a warning that ripples through the herd, sending every member into instant readiness. In a flash, the herd can shift from peaceful grazing to coordinated flight or fierce defense, their stripes a blur of motion and energy. Many predators, faced with this formidable combination of speed, strength, and confusion, abandon the chase altogether. In the end, the zebra's secret weapon is not just its stripes, but the seamless integration of unique adaptations, social unity, and unyielding spirit, a living testament to the power of evolution on the African plains. In the heart of the African savanna, the spotted hyena emerges as one of the continent's most misunderstood yet formidable predators. For generations, these animals have been unfairly labeled as cowardly scavengers, lurking in the shadows and stealing scraps from more celebrated hunters. But beneath this reputation lies a creature of remarkable complexity and power. With a keen gaze and an air of confidence, the spotted hyena stands as a testament to adaptability and intelligence. Far from being mere thieves, they are among Africa's most accomplished hunters, thriving in some of the harshest environments on Earth. Their hunting prowess is often underestimated. Spotted hyenas employ a blend of patience, strategy, and teamwork, stalking their prey with calculated precision. They move silently through the tall grasses, their sense is finely tuned to the subtlest movements and sounds. While opportunistic by nature, hyenas are responsible for the majority of their own meals. In many regions, more than half of their diet is earned through their own kills, a testament to their skill and determination as hunters. Unlike the explosive speed of a cheetah, hyenas are built for endurance. They can pursue prey relentlessly over vast distances, their stamina unmatched. The chase is a test of willpower, often ending only when the quarry collapses from exhaustion, unable to outrun the persistent hunters. The secret to their success lies not only in their physical abilities, but in their extraordinary social structure. Hyenas hunt in highly organized groups known as clans, where cooperation and communication are essential. Each member plays a role, from leading the pursuit to flanking and isolating prey. Their jaws are engineering marvels, capable of exerting immense pressure. With a single bite, a hyena can shatter the thickest bones, devouring parts of a carcass that other predators leave behind. This ability allows them to extract every possible nutrient, ensuring nothing goes to waste. This remarkable adaptation gives them a crucial edge in the competitive world of the savannah. When lions or leopards abandon a kill, hyenas move in, consuming what remains and leaving little for the vultures. Within the clan, social bonds are strong and hierarchies are strictly enforced. Clans can number up to 80 individuals, each one knowing its place in the intricate social web. At the top of this hierarchy stands the dominant female. In hyena society, females are larger, more aggressive, and wield absolute authority over males. Their dominance is displayed through assertive behavior and physical strength. The alpha female leads the clan to kills and always eats first, ensuring her own survival and that of her cubs. Her leadership is vital, guiding the group through the challenges of the wild. Life for a hyena cub begins in the safety of a den, but even here, the struggle for survival is fierce. Cubs are born with their eyes open and teeth already sharp, ready to compete from the very first moments. Sibling rivalry is intense. The strongest cubs quickly assert dominance, sometimes with deadly consequences. Only the most robust and determined will thrive. In the most extreme cases, competition for their mother's milk and attention can turn violent, with weaker siblings falling victim to their stronger litter mates. This harsh beginning ensures that only the toughest individuals survive, forging a new generation of resilient hunters. The unforgiving landscape shapes every aspect of their lives. From birth, hyenas must contend with fierce competition, unpredictable weather, and the constant threat of rival predators. Intelligence is one of the hyena's greatest assets. They are quick learners, capable of solving complex problems and adapting to new challenges with remarkable ingenuity. Their vocal repertoire is vast, from haunting whoops that carry for miles to the iconic laugh, a sound that signals excitement, frustration, or social tension within the clan. Encounters with other predators, especially lions, are dramatic displays of strategy and courage. Hyenas use their numbers and relentless persistence to challenge even the most formidable rivals, often engaging in fierce battles over valuable kills. When united, a large clan can overpower a smaller group of lions, driving them away through sheer force and coordinated aggression, securing the prize for themselves. In the golden light of dawn, the spotted hyena stands as a symbol of survival, combining raw strength, endurance, intricate social bonds, and sharp intelligence. In the ever-shifting drama of the African wild, the hyena is not just a survivor, but a true powerhouse, commanding respect as a top predator in its own right. While lions and cheetahs often steal the spotlight, the African savanna is a living tapestry woven from countless remarkable species, each with its own extraordinary adaptations and survival stories. Today, we turn our focus to three of the savanna's most intriguing residents: the giraffe, the warthog, and the vulture. The giraffe, instantly recognizable as the tallest land animal on Earth, is a marvel of evolutionary engineering. Its towering neck, stretching up to 6 feet long, allows it to browse on the tender leaves and shoots at the very tops of acacia trees, an exclusive dining table far above the reach of other herbivores. This unique adaptation not only grants the giraffe access to a plentiful food source, but also reduces competition with the many grazers that crowd the grasslands below. Yet such height comes with its own set of challenges. When a giraffe needs to drink, it must awkwardly splay its legs and lower its neck, a vulnerable posture that leaves it exposed to lurking predators. At the waterhole, giraffes remain intensely alert, their large eyes scanning for danger, every muscle ready to spring into action at the slightest hint of threat. In stark contrast, the warthog may not win any beauty contests, but it is a master of resilience and resourcefulness. Warthogs have evolved a distinctive feeding technique. They kneel on tough, calloused pads on their forelegs, allowing them to graze close to the ground where the shortest, most nutritious grasses grow. This behavior, combined with their powerful snouts and curved tusks, enables them to root through hard soil in search of hidden tubers and roots. Even in the harshest dry seasons, when the landscape is parched and barren, warthogs can unearth sustenance where others find only dust. Their ability to exploit these tough resources is a testament to their adaptability and tenacity. To escape the relentless midday heat and conserve precious moisture, warthogs retreat into abandoned aardvark burrows, transforming these underground shelters into cool sanctuaries where they can rest and evade predators. Overhead, the vulture reigns as the savanna's most efficient recycler, playing a role that is as vital as it is misunderstood. These birds are nature's sanitation specialists, drawn to the scent of decay that signals a fresh carcass. Riding the rising thermals, vultures soar effortlessly for hours, their keen eyesight scanning the vast plains for the slightest sign of a meal. When a carcass is spotted, they descend in a swirling mass, working together with astonishing speed and precision to strip the remains clean. By consuming every scrap of flesh, vultures halt the spread of deadly diseases such as anthrax and rabies, protecting both wildlife and the ecosystem as a whole. Their stomach acid is among the most potent in the animal kingdom, neutralizing dangerous pathogens that would kill most other creatures, making vultures indispensable to the health of the savanna. Each of these animals giraffe, warthog, and vulture, has carved out a unique niche, their behaviors and adaptations perfectly tuned to the demands of their environment. The giraffe, with its sky-high reach, shapes the treetop ecosystem, pruning branches and dispersing seeds as it feeds. The warthog, ever the survivor, aerates the soil and recycles nutrients as it digs, supporting the growth of new plants. And the vulture, the ultimate recycler, ensures that nothing goes to waste, keeping the savannah clean and disease-free. Together, their specialized behaviors reveal the astonishing diversity of survival strategies that have evolved in Africa's wild heart. In this unforgiving landscape, every adaptation is a story of ingenuity, resilience, and the relentless drive to survive. Every creature, from the tallest browser to the humblest scavenger, plays a vital part in the intricate web of life that defines the African savannah, a world where balance is everything and survival is an art. In the heart of Africa, the land itself seems to pulse with life and danger. Nowhere is this more vivid than during the Great Migration, a spectacle where survival and peril are locked in a relentless dance. Each year, over 1 million blue wildebeest surge across the Serengeti and Mara, their hooves thundering over the earth in a journey that has shaped the destiny of countless generations. Alongside them, hundreds of thousands of zebras join the march, their striped bodies weaving through the mass like living brushstrokes on the savannah canvas. Vast herds of gazelles, nimble and alert, add to the living tide, each animal driven by the same ancient urge to survive, to thrive, to reach the promise of green pastures. Their journey spans hundreds of miles, a ceaseless trek across the Serengeti-Mara ecosystem, following the rains that paint the plains with fresh grass and fleeting hope. This is not merely a migration. It is a living river of determination, a synchronized movement where every hoofbeat echoes the struggle for existence. The migration breathes life into the entire ecosystem, sustaining predators and prey, scavengers and grazers, in a delicate, ever-shifting balance. The sheer density of animals is a shield, each individual protected by the multitude, the odds of falling to a predator diluted by the overwhelming numbers. In this superherd, safety is found in unity, the vulnerable are hidden within the mass, and predators must choose their targets with care. For the lone wildebeest or zebra, the herd is both sanctuary and shield. Surrounded by thousands, the chance of being singled out by a lion or hyena drops dramatically. The migration is a tapestry of species, each contributing unique strengths. Zebras and wildebeest move side by side, their partnership forged by necessity. Zebras, ever vigilant, scan the horizon with keen eyesight, detecting threats from afar. Wildebeest, with their acute sense of smell and hearing, pick up the faintest hint of danger on the wind. Together, they form a living early warning system, their combined senses creating a formidable defense against the predators that stalk the shadows, lions, hyenas, and leopards, all drawn by the promise of a feast. Yet the journey is fraught with peril at every turn. Nowhere is this more apparent than at the river's edge, where hesitation and fear grip the herd. The Mara River stands as the ultimate test, a churning barrier swollen by rains, its banks crowded with anxious animals, each sensing the danger that lurks beneath the surface. The pressure mounts until, at last, the first wildebeest leaps, breaking the tension and triggering a cascade as the herd surges forward, driven by instinct and the crush of bodies behind. Chaos erupts. The river boils with panicked animals, hooves churning water into froth, cries of distress echoing across the plains. Beneath the surface, ancient predators wait. Nile crocodiles, some over 5 meters long, glide silently, their eyes just above the waterline, perfectly attuned to the chaos above. With explosive power, they strike, jaws snapping shut on unsuspecting legs, dragging victims beneath the surface in a violent struggle for survival. For many, the river becomes a watery grave, their bodies claimed by the currents or the jaws of predators. Some are seized in the crocodile's deadly embrace, their struggle brief and brutal, Others, exhausted and disoriented, are swept away by the relentless current, lost to the depths. In the frenzy, some are trampled underfoot, victims of the desperate rush to reach safety. The survivors emerge, battered and breathless, on the far bank, each crossing a testament to endurance and the will to live. The losses are heavy, but for those who make it, the reward is great. Lush, life-giving grasslands await, a sanctuary for the weary and the young. This epic journey is a living testament to the interconnectedness of all life here, predator and prey, hunter and hunted, each playing a vital role in the eternal cycle. On the fertile plains, the cycle renews itself. Mothers give birth in synchrony, flooding the land with new life, each calf a fragile hope for the future. The next generation rises, learning to run, to fear, to survive, ready to face the same trials, to continue the ancient pilgrimage across the wild heart of Africa. As we traverse the sweeping expanse of Africa, from the sun-baked Kalahari sands stretching to the horizon, to the perilous Mara River, where crocodiles lie in wait beneath churning waters, a profound truth emerges: survival. Here is a tapestry woven from adaptation, cooperation, and sacrifice. Each animal, from the lightning-fast cheetah, whose acceleration is unmatched, to the lion pride whose coordinated hunts rely on silent communication and trust, to the buffalo herds whose unity forms an impenetrable wall against predators, and the zebra whose stripes confuse and dazzle attackers, is a specialist in the art of survival. The hyena, often misunderstood, is a master of endurance and resourcefulness, thriving where others falter and recycling what the savannah leaves behind. Every adaptation, whether it's the cheetah's flexible spine, the lion's retractable claws, or the zebra's cryptic coat, serves as a vital tool, honed by generations of relentless challenge. Each species has carved out a niche, a unique strategy for thriving in this unforgiving land. Here, the circle of life is not a distant concept, but a daily, visible reality. Predator and prey share the same stage, their destinies intertwined in a perpetual struggle for existence. When a lion brings down a wildebeest or a cheetah overtakes a gazelle, it is not merely an end, but the beginning of a vital process. The fallen become sustenance for predators and scavengers alike. Lions nourish their cubs, while vultures and hyenas cleanse the land, preventing disease and returning nutrients to the earth. Grazers, in turn, shape the landscape. Wildebeest and zebra trim the grasses, their migrations fertilizing the plains and stimulating new growth. Scavengers, from hyenas to jackals, ensure that nothing is wasted, consuming every scrap and maintaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem. The lioness, fiercely protective, feeds her young, passing on the skills and instincts that will one day determine their fate. Vultures, with their keen eyesight and powerful beaks, strip carcasses clean, halting the spread of disease and completing the cycle of renewal. Even the smallest creatures, beetles, ants, and flies, play their part, breaking down what remains and enriching the soil for future generations. Life and death are inseparable, each fueling the other in a ceaseless, dynamic exchange. The great migrations, endless rivers of wildebeest, zebra, and gazelle, are the heartbeat of the savannah, their movement shaping the land and sustaining countless lives. This intricate balance is maintained by the contributions of every creature, no matter how small or mighty. The giraffe, towering above the plains, prunes the acacia trees, encouraging new growth and providing food for insects and birds. The warthog, with its powerful snout, tills the earth, aerating the soil and uncovering seeds that will sprout with the next rains. Wildebeest, in their vast herds, fertilize the plains as they move, their droppings nourishing the grasses that sustain so many. Every interaction, every adaptation, contributes to the health and resilience of this living system. The loss of even a single species can unravel this delicate web, triggering changes that ripple through the ecosystem in ways we cannot always predict. Over millennia, these relationships have been refined, each animal's fate bound to the others in a network of mutual dependence. From the apex predator stalking its quarry, to the patient vulture circling above, to the hyena lurking in the shadows, every role is essential. Together, they form a living mosaic, each piece vital to the survival of the whole. The story of savage Africa is not merely one of conflict and predation, but of resilience, recovery, and the extraordinary ability of life to adapt and endure. Here the rules are raw and uncompromising, shaped by millennia of competition and cooperation. Every day animals are tested by drought, by hunger, by rivals and predators, demanding strength, intelligence, and adaptability. In every glance, every movement, we witness the mastery of evolution, each creature a testament to the power of adaptation. From the intricate patterns on a lizard's skin to the powerful jaws of a crocodile, every feature tells a story of survival. These animals are not just survivors, they are innovators, each perfectly suited to their role in this grand design. The survival of the ecosystem depends on the contribution of every single part, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal. As the sun sets over the savannah, zebras, wildebeest, and giraffes gather at the waterhole, a living testament to the enduring, intricate, and savage truth of Africa. As dusk descends over the African wilderness, a new player emerges from the shadows, one whose presence is felt more than seen. The leopard, master of stealth and secrecy, glides silently between the twisted trunks and tangled undergrowth, its rosette-marked coat blending seamlessly with the dappled light of the forest floor. Unlike the social lions or the tireless hyena clans, the leopard is a solitary phantom, rarely glimpsed and even less understood. With unmatched patience, the leopard stalks its prey. Every movement is calculated, muscles coiled, whiskers twitching, eyes unblinking in the gathering gloom. It moves low to the ground, using rocks, shrubs, and fallen logs to mask its approach. Unlike cheetahs, who rely on speed across open plains, the leopard is an ambush predator, closing the distance in utter silence. When the moment is right, it explodes from cover in a blur of power, launching itself at its chosen victim with astonishing precision. But the leopard's true genius lies not only in the hunt, but in what follows. With jaws of immense strength, it drags its catch, sometimes twice its own weight, high into the branches of a tree. Here, above the reach of lions, hyenas, and wild dogs, the leopard dines in solitary peace. This arboreal pantry is a testament to the leopard's adaptability and foresight, allowing it to feast undisturbed, sometimes returning for several days until every morsel is consumed. From dense rainforests and rocky hillsides to arid savannas and riverine thickets, the leopard is Africa's most versatile big cat. Its territory spans environments where others cannot thrive, and its diet is equally varied. Antelope, monkeys, birds, even fish and insects. This flexibility is the secret to its survival, allowing it to persist in regions where other predators have vanished. By night, the leopard's world comes alive. Its vision, 6 times more sensitive than our own, pierces the darkness. Its padded paws leave almost no sound, and its retractable claws are always sharp, ready for the next pursuit. In the silence of the African night, a leopard's rasping call echoes, a harsh, sawing cough that signals its presence, marking territory and warning rivals to keep their distance. Leopards play a vital role in the ecosystem, controlling populations of prey and shaping the behavior of other animals. Their elusive nature ensures that the balance of power in the wild remains ever shifting. Their ghostly silhouettes a reminder that even in the most familiar landscape, mysteries endure. As dawn breaks, the leopard melts once more into the undergrowth, leaving only paw prints and the whisper of leaves in its wake. In the grand tapestry of African survival, the leopard is the silent artist, unseen but never absent, an enduring symbol of adaptation, ingenuity, and the relentless will to thrive. At the water's edge, where the shimmering mirage of the savannah meets the cool embrace of the river, another apex predator lies in wait. The Nile crocodile, armored in ancient scales and draped in mud, is the silent sentinel of Africa's waterways. Almost indistinguishable from drifting logs, these prehistoric reptiles embody patience. For hours, sometimes days, they remain motionless beneath the sun, nostrils and eyes just breaking the surface, betraying nothing of the lethal force coiled below. Unlike the big cats of the grasslands, the crocodile is an opportunist, relying on the ripples of life that gather to drink. As herds of wildebeest, zebras, and antelope approach the riverbanks, the crocodile's senses sharpen. Its vision above and below the water is acute. Vibrations in the current reveal the faintest tremor of hooves. The ambush is sudden, explosive. With a surge of primordial power, jaws snap shut with bone-crushing force, trapping prey in an inescapable grip. The crocodile's teeth are designed not for chewing but for holding. Once seized, few victims escape. The infamous death roll follows as the crocodile twists its massive body, subduing prey and tearing it apart with relentless precision. But the river is a stage for more than the hunt. Crocodiles are both feared and respected by all who share their domain. Hippos, massive and territorial, sometimes challenge them for space, while birds like herons and storks gather at the shallows, ever wary of the lurking danger beneath. Even scavengers such as vultures and marabou storks watch hungrily from the banks, waiting for the aftermath of a successful strike. Crocodiles play a crucial role in river ecosystems. They control populations of fish and mammals, prevent overcrowding at watering holes, and their leftovers nourish a host of smaller creatures. During the dry season, as water recedes and life concentrates, the crocodile's dominance grows, reminding all that the river is as perilous as it is life-giving. In the shifting light of dawn and dusk, the crocodile disappears once again into the murky depths. Only ripples remain, a silent warning, etched in water, that beneath the stillness lies one of Africa's most formidable hunters. On the river's edge, patience and power converge, and survival is measured in heartbeats and shadows. As the blazing sun sinks below the horizon, the savannah transforms. The golden grasslands, once ablaze with light and activity, now dissolve into a tapestry of shadows and moonlit silhouettes. Nightfall is not a pause in the drama of survival. It is a new beginning, unveiling a world governed by senses beyond human reach. The air cools, and a chorus of insects fills the darkness. Eyes, glinting like scattered stars, emerge from the undergrowth. For many, the fall of night means retreat and rest, but for others it is the hour of opportunity. The African lion, so regal by day, becomes a master of stealth by night. Their eyes, equipped with a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum, capture even the faintest hint of starlight, granting them vision 6 times more sensitive than their prey. Lions coordinate silently, using low growls and subtle gestures to orchestrate their hunts. Their tawny coats blend seamlessly with the shadows, and in the cool air their stamina peaks. A pride fans out, circling a herd of sleeping wildebeest. The attack is sudden, swift, and ruthless, night's silence shattered by the pounding of hooves and the roar of predators. Not far away, a different hunter claims the darkness. The African civet, rarely seen by day, prowls with cat-like grace. Its sensitive nose detects the faintest traces of insects, frogs, and small rodents. Possessing a unique mask of black and white, the civet moves with ghostly silence, feeding on whatever the night provides. Above, the nightjars and owls take flight. The pearl-spotted owlet, barely larger than a fist, glides noiselessly through the trees. Its facial disc funnels the slightest rustle or squeak to ears asymmetrically placed, an adaptation that lets it pinpoint prey in utter darkness. A sudden dive, talons outstretched, and a rodent's journey ends in a heartbeat. Meanwhile, the genets, slender, agile carnivores, leap from branch to branch, their bodies rippling with feline energy. Their retractable claws and keen night vision allow them to hunt birds roosting in thickets or snatch unsuspecting insects from the air. Yet the darkness is not only for hunters. The impala, ever vigilant, bunch tightly together, their large ears swiveling to catch any hint of danger. They rely on the safety of numbers and the sharp alarm calls of the nocturnal bush baby, which leaps from tree to tree, feeding on sap and insects while keeping a watchful eye for prowling snakes and owls. The hyena's laughter echoes across the plains, a signal that the scavengers are at work. Their powerful jaws crush bones left behind by the day's predators, ensuring that nothing goes to waste. Their night vision, even sharper than a lion's, gives them the confidence to challenge lions for a share of the feast. Through it all, the moonlight reveals a landscape alive with tension and adaptation. Each creature, predator or prey, is tuned to the rhythms of the night, some cloaked in silence, others betraying their presence with haunting calls. In this world of shifting shadows, survival depends on senses sharpened by evolution and instincts honed by countless generations. As the stars wheel overhead, the nocturnal savannah pulses with life, unseen but never still. Here, in the heart of darkness, the ancient contest continues, illuminated only by the soft glow of the African moon. Beneath the feet of giants, a hidden multitude toils in silence. The insects and small creatures, whose stories are seldom told, yet whose influence shapes the very fabric of the African savanna. As moonlight bathes the grasses, legions of termites rise from their fortress mounds, embarking on nightly foraging missions. Their underground colonies, intricate as any city, support millions. Each termite plays a role, from the tireless workers who harvest dead grass and wood to the vigilant soldiers armed with powerful jaws. By breaking down tough plant matter, termites recycle nutrients, enriching the soil and nurturing the roots of the savanna's towering trees. Nearby, the dung beetle labors with singular purpose. Drawn by the scent of fresh dung left by elephants, buffalo, and antelope, these beetles sculpt the waste into perfect spheres. Some roll their prize away, guided by the faint glow of the Milky Way, while others bury it on the spot. In doing so, they aerate the soil, disperse seeds, and limit parasites, ensuring the health of both plains and animals alike. The night air shivers with the relentless activity of ants, army ants on the march, weaving in synchronized columns, overwhelming any insect or small creature in their path. Weaver ants, high in the acacia branches, build living bridges and defend their leafy homes from intruders, even deterring grazing giraffes with their painful bites. Their presence shapes which trees thrive and which fall to hungry mouths. Amid the grasses, the grasshoppers leap and the cricket's song are more than background noise. They are the pulse of the savannah. Their abundance feeds a multitude of predators. Birds, reptiles, and even small mammals depend on these insects for survival. When locusts swarm, their sheer numbers can transform the landscape overnight, stripping fields bare but also providing a feast for storks, jackals, and hyenas. Spiders, too, weave their destinies in the night. Orb weavers stretch silken nets between blades of grass, snaring moths and mosquitoes. Trapdoor spiders wait in ambush, hidden beneath camouflaged lids, while velvet ants, wasps in disguise, search for burrows to lay their eggs. Even the smallest mammals play a vital part. The shrew, ever hungry, scours the leaf litter for beetles and worms, its rapid heartbeat a race against starvation. The aardvark, powerful yet elusive, tears open termite mounds with claws built for excavation, controlling insect populations and leaving behind burrows that shelter warthogs, porcupines, and pythons. In this world of miniature drama, survival demands ingenuity. Camouflage, chemical defenses, and mimicry are the weapons of the weak. Stick insects vanish among twigs, while bombardier beetles unleash boiling sprays to deter attackers. Mutualism flourishes. Honey-guide birds lead honey badgers to wild beehives, sharing in the bounty once the comb is exposed. Through endless cycles of birth and death, insects and small creatures sustain the great web of life. They pollinate flowers, decompose the dead, and form the foundation of every food chain. Their quiet industry supports the elephants, the lions, and all who roam the savannah. As the night deepens, the camera draws close, revealing the artistry of a spider's web, the determination of a beetle, the choreography of ants. In the African wilderness, greatness is not measured by size, but by the impact each creature has on the world around it. The unsung architects of the savannah, tireless and unseen, are the true keepers of balance in this ancient land. Across the sun-drenched plains and winding rivers of the African savannah, a stirring unfolds each year, a mass movement so vast it shapes the very landscape. This is the Great Migration, an epic journey undertaken by more than 1 million wildebeest, accompanied by hundreds of thousands of zebras, gazelles, and other hoofed travelers. Our view rises with the dawn, revealing endless columns of animals stretching to the horizon. Each step is guided by ancient instinct, as herds follow invisible trails etched by generations before them. The rains dictate their path. Where storms darken the sky and new grass emerges, the herds surge forward, driven by hunger and the need for water. Their route is perilous, a circuit spanning nearly 2,000 kilometers from the Serengeti's southern grasslands to the Masai Mara's fertile north and back again. Along the way, drought parches the earth and the sun bakes the plains. Calves, born in synchronized waves, must find their footing within days or perish. The slow and the weak fall to waiting predators, lions stalking the rear, hyenas shadowing the flanks, and leopards lying in ambush along wooded paths. The rivers pose the greatest trial. As the herds converge on the banks of the Grumeti and Mara, tension mounts. Crocodiles, patient and ancient, lie submerged, their eyes just above the surface. The first wildebeest hesitate, sensing danger, then leap. A frenzy erupts, thousands plunge into the current, hooves thrashing, bodies jostling, all desperate to reach the far side. Some are swept away, others fall to the jaws below. Yet for those who survive, lush grazing awaits. But the dangers are not only from predators and rivers. Disease spreads rapidly among the tightly packed herds. Exhaustion and injury claim many, while storms and flash floods bring chaos. Still, the migration endures. Zebras, with their keen memory, lead the way to hidden waterholes. Wildebeest, sensitive to the scent of rain, push onward. Gazelles, nimble and alert, weave through the throng, ever watchful for danger. Survival demands unity. The sheer number of animals confuses predators, while the constant movement denies parasites a foothold. Mothers shield their young within the throng. Older bulls defend the herd's edges. Each species brings a unique tactic. Zebras graze the taller grass, exposing fresh shoots for the wildebeest, while gazelles glean what remains, ensuring no resource is wasted. As the dry season wanes and the first storms break, the herds turn south once more, completing the endless cycle. The land, scarred and renewed, will soon bear the footprints of the next generation. The Great Migration is more than a journey. It is the heartbeat of the savannah, a living testament to endurance, adaptation, and the unbreakable will to survive. With the dust settling and the herds moving onward, the savannah breathes again, forever shaped by the relentless march of its greatest travelers.